Good morning. It's our letter from home. Hey, we are going to have in our letter from home the annual meeting ballot report. So stay tuned. You'll hear the outcome of the two ballot measures that were before us as a church this last Sunday night. That's coming up. Also, something I'd like you to be praying about and thinking about. First of all, our children's ministry. We want to open it up in some creative and safe ways, and I would appreciate it if you'd be praying about that. And a part of that can include whether you might be able to volunteer in our children's ministry. We need some helpers. We need some sweet-hearted, responsible parents, adults who would be willing to come alongside Brittany and help implement our plans to do some wonderful things with our kids on Sunday mornings. And another thing that I'd really like you to pray about is our Radical Purity Conference starting this Friday. We've got 112 that are signed up. 112. That's young students and families, and we're very excited about that. Here's the most important thing that we need to keep in mind. There are going to be some life-changing decisions made Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When we think of those decisions, they are going to actually steer a person's life. And that affects not just their life, but their generation, their family, and their family's family. So be praying. You know, there's going to be a big reveal. And we're going to realize that there were some things we intended to do for the Lord that bore fruit. There are going to be other things that are going to surprise us. Because we were faithful, because we prayed, because we were a part of the family of God and the work and moving of His Spirit, we may find that we had a hand, we had a role in things that we could never imagine. And that is very exciting. Carry that thought with you as you pray for our children's ministry and this important, very important weekend of the Radical Purity Conference. Great things are happening at Grace. You're a part of it. We love you. Mwah.
Hey, church family, I want to say thank you. Thank you for loving each other. Thank you for giving up your spot in the worship center and going over to the student center. I saw some of you did that. Thank you for signing up to serve as ushers and room hosts. We still need more, but thank you for those who've done it and those who are considering it. Men, if you are looking for something to do on Thursday mornings, Ironworks is still happening. We'd love to have you there. We're going through the book of the Gospel of John, and we're enjoying that with donuts and coffee and with just one another, which is really sweet. And also save the date, March 6th. We're going to have our men's breakfast in the Student Center. So save that date. More information to come next week. Love you guys.
Hey, this is Corey, and I wanted to let you know there's some great news for our winter weekend away for our young adults. We are able to contract with Avila Lighthouse Suites. That's exciting news. The downside is we're very limited in numbers, and we know that's been the case as California has begun to reopen. It is the case with this as well. We can only contract 24 people. So we are going to begin those signups as soon as this airs. So as soon as you see this, young adults, make sure you go online and fill out the necessary information to be able to hold your spot. When you add to that registration form that you fill out online, you add to that your $25 deposit, which you will drop off at the office. You are registered for this event. I hope that helps you. I hope you have a great day. Our missionaries are doing well. We've identified a few projects. We're hoping to partner with Steve Bartell, with the Cowies, as well as with Missions Network International, which is the Mount of Olives Children's Village, which is Daryl and Maureen Graham in Mexico. We're hoping to partner with them soon and have some exciting news about some projects they have going that we're able to help them with. Have a great weekend. God bless.
Hi, church. Hey, wanted to let you know and remind you that this upcoming weekend is our Radical Purity Conference, and we're really excited about all of those that are signed up and our speakers and what they're going to share and everything. And so my request for you is that you intentionally pray for those who are involved this weekend. I have a quote I was going to read, and I've read this before. You have probably heard me read this before, but it always challenges me and always inspires me. It comes from a man named James Fraser, and he was a missionary in China in the early 1900s, and he said this in a letter. He said, "I am feeling more and more that it is the prayers of God's people that call down blessings upon the work, whether they are directly engaged in it or not. Paul may plant and Apollos water, but it is God who gives the increase. And this increase can be brought down from heaven by believing prayer. We are God's agents, used by Him to do His work, not ours. We do our part and then can only look to Him with others for His blessing. If this is so, then Christians at once can do as much for foreign missions as those actually on the field. I believe it will only be known on the last day how much has been accomplished in missionary work by the prayers of earnest believers at home." So friends, I am asking that you intentionally pray for all those involved this weekend. I believe that those prayers will help contribute to the ministry, to the message, to the speakers, and all that's being done, and just all of the ministry. I believe that your prayers and the fruit of that will contribute great things to the kingdom. So thank you, church. We love you very much.
Hi, church family. Thank you again for your prayers. For junior high, we had an amazing snow day up at Hume. It was a beautiful, bright, sunny day with tons of snow, and all the kids just had an absolute blast. So just wanted to say thank you to that, and be praying for us this weekend as the Purity Conference is coming to our church, and Dr. Eric Thomas will be the keynote speaker, and you'll be hearing him on Sunday as well. But if you're not involved, pray for us, pray for the conference, that it's really enriching to all those who come to it. And of course, be looking forward to Sunday to hear Dr. Eric Thomas as he challenges all of us, the whole church, on living a holy and pure life. And we're looking forward to that. Have a great weekend.
Hey everyone, I would just want to say thank you so much to everyone who was praying for us this last weekend as we went to winter camp with our 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. They had such a fun time and getting to hear about God's word and also just being around other people and other kids. It was just a great time to get away. So thank you so much for praying for them. Also, if you guys remember, John mentioned already that we are hoping to open children's ministry up this month, and I am looking for volunteers to help. So I have a plan kind of set in place to start opening things up a little bit. So please email me or call me here at the church office, and we would love to get working on that.
Hey Grace Community Church, it is great to be able to see you again and be able to talk to you in one of these videos. There are exciting things going on in this church right now. Things like the different winter camps that have just happened. Satellite's lead team had a leadership development weekend where we went and we grew closer as a team, bonded, and talked about the ministry that is happening in Satellite Young Adults. There are a lot of young adults there on Thursday night right now, and it is just such an energetic, vibrant community full of people who are growing more deep in their faith in this season, and we are excited about that. We are excited about the Radical Purity Conference coming up. Please be praying about that and be praising God that we are hosting something so great for the people of this church. And a really exciting thing that's happening specifically in the worship ministry is I will be emailing out forms for people to fill out on if they would like to join a specific worship team, such as first week team, second week team, so that people can know in advance when they are likely to be scheduled, and so that we can just have better levels of organization in that ministry. So if you are somebody who is currently serving in the worship ministry, please be on the lookout for an email coming your way shortly, and I'm excited to be able to assign you to one of those teams so that you can serve in that capacity and know who you're going to be serving alongside. Great to talk to you, Grace Community.
Good Thursday morning. Hey, it's been an exciting week, and I'm thinking specifically about the annual meeting. Boy, there was just some really great things that happened there, and so I just want to highlight a few. Of course, the vote is still going on our budget and our property, and up to this point, that vote has been overwhelming, and it's just been, people have been very positive in the voting. We'll give you the specifics, but people can still vote through Thursday, so we'll give the specifics of the vote once everybody has voted, but it's been very positive, and so we are very excited about that. A couple of things to clarify. One is we've had a couple of questions, and one of those is that we did some different things this year. One was we had some testimonies about our groups, and I want to clarify for those of you that may have been confused that the testimonies were read by pastoral staff members. It wasn't their testimonies. They were reading for others. So we had some questions came in that like Christine DeHaan maybe had a homeless child, and no, she was reading it for someone else. And so we just wanted to make that clear that they were reading other people's testimonies. The other thing was we had people say, hey, we did text messaging for questions this year, and people said, well, we didn't answer any questions. We actually only got one question at the meeting, and that question was, do we have a quorum? And we answered that. The only other communication we got at the meeting was somebody texted in the word yay, and it was after the financial report, so they were just saying, yay, it was a good report. We didn't get any other questions, that's why we didn't answer any other questions. We did get a few questions before the meeting, and those questions had to do with kind of functionality of some of our ministries. And Pastor John addressed most, if not all of those in his report, which was at the end, which was very positive. So we didn't answer more questions because we didn't get more questions, so just wanted to make that clear. But it was a very encouraging evening, and we are just so thankful for our church, for how people are so involved. It was very exciting to see that our church gave almost $8,000 more this year than they did the previous year of 2019, and in a COVID year. That just tells us that we have a whole bunch of very committed people that are committed to the Lord and to His church. So God bless you and thank you, and have a great day, and let's look forward to services this weekend. God bless you.